It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see Cole Holcomb. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Commanders and the Jets, and it's all up next.
We are just inside. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 21 carries, 63 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the rush.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Jets had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back to the ground with Carter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Hall on a give up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. inside the red zone. It's Garoppolo.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he goes out of bounds finally, but they're already on the edge of the red zone as he returns this to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense for the Jets, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Second down and 8.
Again, it's Foreman. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 5. It's still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. Now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the
blitz coming, and down he goes.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
After 7-3 the score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. Now Garoppolo.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jets triumph, but the 4th down play doesn't work.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Here's Berrios.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of that.
Here's Hall.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now Garoppolo lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo, he's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing the defense have got to stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll be a 45-yard punt, couple that with a loss on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. From midfield, here's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Wentz. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Wentz. Flush to his right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up the 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was right.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
straight ahead. It's Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On third and long, it's Wentz.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
And here comes Berrios.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they go right here in this third quarter. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That is smart enough to avoid the Thompson rule. I guarantee you, probably has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Taken in at the 22.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for first and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember last drive they went 3 and out.
Wentz now on first down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Wentz.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's first and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On second down, a run with Gibson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Gay's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 21. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And this will be stopped at the 44. And good for 7 yards. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. From the 27, Garoppolo. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Back to the line now. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Well, this is getting... 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's caught by Wilson. A big gain there after going backwards. And that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Garoppolo rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Garoppolo to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off to make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy...
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about